We are about to go and train chest and triceps with the Ben Bray at Ultraflex in Rotherham. It is so hot, I think I wore the wrong t-shirt today, guys. So we're at Ultraflex, guys. I'm doing a voiceover because it was literally so loud, louder than some nightclubs I've been to. Although the atmosphere because of that was incredible. It's my new favourite gym in the world, Ultraflex Rotherham. So we're training high volume here with Ben. We're doing a pre-exhaust cable fly, roughly 10 to 15 reps, and then another 5 reps after the fly into a press. So the burn here is incredible. You can see how we've set the cable stack up. It's really important for joint alignment to set up the cable in line with your shoulders. And so when you're pressing, they've come out in line so the cable is going directly back. So we did 3 sets on there, and then we've come over to a converging incline machine press. So we pre-exhausted the chest and now we've come over to converging press. Again, high reps. We're usually doing 1 to 2 feeler or warm-up sets, and then at least 3 to 5 sets per movement. So when you add that up at the end, guys, you'll see there's a massive amount of total volume. So the overall weight, you can see, like Ben's not pushing and I'm not pushing a massive amount of weight, but it is literally 1 in, 1 out. So the intensity and the burn is there. It's a really different kind of training than I'm used to. I sort of rest 2 to 3 minutes and then go again. Heavy, high intensity. This is you go, I go. Different approach, but for me it was really, really, really interesting and a really great workout. I thought that I would beat Ben on most of the lifts, but actually he's beating me. The guy is ripped and he's actually super strong. So walks the walk and talks the talk. Then we moved on to, it's still an incline because I said to Ben I want to sort of prioritise my upper chest when I compete. This is a hammer strength incline. I normally do this movement. I usually go up to about 3 plates a side, but there was no way I was doing 3 plates here. You can see I'm doing 15 to 20 reps with a plate aside. And the intensity that this guy puts into the workouts is incredible. Just, you can see that by the look on my face. And just burning out 2 or 3 forced reps when you're not used to it, it's a massive difference. So it's a really fun workout. Biggest takeaways from this were really making sure I keep my shoulder blades back and down, and at the top fully extend the movement, but keeping it all on the chest. So keeping your shoulders back, keeping your chest out and up, so you're really focusing on using chest instead of shoulders and arms, which can take over if your chest is down and your shoulder blades aren't retracted. You're primarily going to be using shoulders and triceps instead of what we want, which is chest. Ramping up in weight, as I said, 3 to 5 sets per movement. I don't think we ever went underneath 10 reps, so we're starting out 15 to sort of 20 reps, and then every time we go in we're just increasing the weight. Now we're about 15 sets deep and we're onto a fly. This prime kit was really nice. Like the thing that I've been focusing on over the last few weeks is really trying to bring elbows together. I used to just bring my hands together and think that was the end of the movement, whereas really we should be bringing elbows together and squeezing the chest. You can just see with Ben, obviously because he's a coach, but you don't really think about it, every single movement he executes perfectly. So just training with Ben will force you to execute movements effectively. So roughly 20 sets for chest, we move on to triceps. This is a really, really great movement for getting a full stretch of that tricep head, full contraction, and he's just talking me through it. Normally I do a single arm. This is a really great machine, a bit difficult to get into, but once you get going, it's a really nice machine for stretching and contracting the triceps. Now we're over on rope. What we're trying to do here is use a long handle. I realized after I watched this content back that I was not fully extending my arms. So if you watch Ben instead of watching me in terms of how you should do it, always look for a long rope to get the full extension. And of course, you've got to stop for a bit of posing. You're not a bodybuilder if you don't stop and do a bit of posing in the mirror, right?
Hey guys, so we just wrapped up chest and triceps with Ben Bray. What was really interesting was I had the thought I was going to do my session with my clients, and I realized from today that I'm actually going to make this series all about traveling around and working out with my clients, doing their sessions and getting their training philosophy. So Ben Bray's training philosophy right now is high volume. Some would say like old school, high volume, lots of sets, high reps, so 15 to 20 sets of chest. All sets taken to failure, but very different philosophy than the one that I'm following, which is kind of primers, 1 or 2 working sets and then a back off set, which doesn't give you much time if you haven't got a good mind to muscle connection. So my biggest takeaway from this, if you're doing low volume, high intensity, try high intensity, high volume sometimes. It gives you more of a chance if you're a beginner to get that mind to muscle connection that maybe you're looking for or maybe you're lacking. Don't train like an advanced trainer with low sets, high intensity, if you're not an advanced trainer. So I know guys who train like this. If you look at Chris Bumstead, if you look at Andre Diu, his workouts are very similar to this. So why not give them a try?